Well, in a waiting room. All right, Attorney Saperstein, we're ready for your case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Calling case X 3809969, State of Michigan versus Philip. Oh, my apologies. Hold on, thank you. Okay, calling case X 3809969, State of Michigan versus Philip Peters, count 1, civil infraction speeding on the freeway 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed. Appearances for the record.
For the record, Your Honor, Attorney Bruce Saperstein, P 19893, representing Philip Peters.
Thank you. Mr. Peters, can you please state your name for the record?
Philip Peters, Your Honor.
Thank you. Today is the date and time scheduled for trial. Formal hearing in this matter. Okay, here, yes, formal hearing in this matter at 8:35 a.m. Council. How would you like to proceed?
Is there an officer present, Your Honor?
There is not an officer present for this matter.
I would ask the court to consider dismissal at this time, Your Honor, then.
Okay, this case was scheduled at 8:35 for a formal hearing today. Currently, the court's time is 10:26 a.m. The complainant officer on this case is Brandon Maletta, badge number 292 of the Michigan State Police Metro South. Officer Maletta has failed to sign into the courtroom, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present. For these reasons stated, this case will be dismissed without prejudice for failure of the officer to appear.
Thank you very kindly, your officer, and you have a pleasant day.
Oh, you're very welcome, Attorney Saperstein. Mr. Peters, do you have any questions or concerns before we conclude your hearing today, sir?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, have a great day and be safe. Goodbye.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right, and so now we do not have an attorney.
I know. I mean, right. I don't know what happened to her.
Every time she tried to connect in, it'll drop, it'll fail. You know.
She hasn't tried to reconnect since at all.
It could be on her end trying to reconnect, like, I don't know if her internet or something. Not.
Well,
But she was fine.
if she's not able to rejoin, what I'm not gonna do is be here to 12 o'clock. So can we call Roberta and say, hey, your house counsel that you assigned is not ready to go. I need her to call in. I need her to do something.
You want,
I got another document. Huh?
you want me to tell her to call into the courtroom?
Yeah, can she call in? I need her to do something.
No, just, And she was with us all morning. She talked to our defendants and everything, but now she's not there. We need her back. Like now.
Okay, I told her to call into the courtroom, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I know. You're so funny. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I will. All right, bye-bye. Calling her now, Judge.
Huh?
I'm calling her now.
Okay.
She went to voicemail. Yeah, so I'm wondering if that's where.
How we doing?
Okay, so we're gonna take the voicemail.
Mr. Boston is here. So we're just waiting on you.
Okay. Oh, just text me. I bet you're gonna text me when you were ready, when they were ready.
I don't know, JB, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Thank you.
so everybody's ready to
Okay,
go?
thank you.
Are the other cases ready?
Okay.
All four of them?
No.
Yeah, I need to know. Yeah, I thought you were gonna, yeah, text me. 'Cause I'm not gonna know. Okay, okay, well, let me know. I'll come down for Boston, but let me know about the others. They should be ready to go. It was only 2 people.
Right now. Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
Here she is, Judge.
Ben's not gonna know. Ben's not gonna know. The attorney's gonna know.
She's here.
Wait. How has he not talked to them?
Are you ready to go in with Jerry County? Oh, sure. Can you get now?
He never told you that he needed to talk to the clients? That was the reason why I had you as well, to put him in there. He needs to talk to them. You know I don't hear cases without them being talked to.
We got her now.
So they've just been sitting doing nothing?
Yeah, we got her now. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.
No, just make sure you talk to them. Make sure you ask them, what are you doing? What do you need? I would prefer to go all on at one time, when everybody's ready. Please, thank you. Bye-bye.
She's back, Judge.
Where is she?
Linda Perkins Moore. Ready to go.
Hello, this Attorney Perkins Moore?
I'm here now. Thank you. I apologize.
That's okay. So are you, you've already spoken with everybody. I do have one person that you have not spoken with that logged on after you left. Her name is Doris Pierce, Pierce.
Yes.
Okay, she's here for a pretrial today. Okay.
Okay.
Is there an
all right.
offer for her?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So count 3 of SP 1113153, plead guilty. SP 109-76791, responsible, amend that to blockading. And then SP 1113153, count 1 is a dismissal.
Okay. Oh, because the officer is here. Okay. I'll talk to her.
Okay. You're in breakout room 1 now.
Mr. Peterson, Robert Peterson. Sorry.
These are all dismissals for no officer.
Correct. Yes, I kept all the no officers
It's just 2
together.
cases.
Yeah, that should be Miss Pearson and Mr. Perkins, Darnell Perkins, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darnell Perkins and Kaisha Pearson should be the one the officer did not show. Correct. Count 2. This is the one that she's talking to right now.
So these are all pleas.
Yes. The officers were here and they were set for trial, but they said they took the plea, they was good with that, so we did it like that. Yes. Everybody have it together, like, we ready. We ready, let's go.
I understand.
It's rough. This is rough. Yeah, can you sign that one? That was from another day. I haven't stamped the other ones, Judge. Sorry.
That's okay, just give it to me.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Not guilty. She wants a trial date, Your Honor.
Okay.
And just sign this one, Judge. That's an old one for me, please. And then these are the KPs from this morning. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. This is the KPs when you get ready.
All right, Ms. Pierce, I'm going to place you in a waiting room and bring you in when we're ready to hear your case, okay?
Okay,
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
you too.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're gonna get started. I've already spoken to everyone, Attorney Perkins Moore. We're gonna begin with the no officer cases, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to stream live again now.
We're already still there. We're already online.
Okay. All right. Going to call in Pearson.
Yeah. Kaisha, I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah. Oh, we still want her?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe strange of say.
All right, Ms. Pearson, good morning to you. How are you, ma'am? Ms.
Good
Pearson?
morning, a little tired.
Ms. Pearson, are you able
Yes.
to hear me? I don't
Yes.
think we have good audio with you, Ms. Pearson.
I'm sorry.
I don't think we have good audio with you.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, it's just broken.
No, I said good morning back to you. I'm just a little tired.
Okay, that's okay. We're gonna call your cases now. Calling case SP 11019422, City of Detroit versus Keisha Pearson. Count 1 misdemeanor, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Calling case SP 11019421, City of Detroit versus Keisha Pearson. Count 1 misdemeanor, entering or remaining on private property when closed. And calling case P 11019422, City of Detroit versus Keisha Pearson. Count 1 misdemeanor, city parks closed. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record.
Linda Perkins Moore, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Thank you. Ms. Pearson, please state your first and last name for the record.
Keisha Pearson.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Counsel, today is the date and time scheduled for trial in these matters. How would you like to proceed?
Yeah, it's my understanding that the officer, I think he failed to appear. We're asking for dismissal.
Okay, today's the date and time scheduled for trial at 8:35 a.m. The complainant officer is Tyler Scott. The last name spelling is ALLEYNE, badge number 803 of the Detroit Police Department. This officer has failed to sign to the courtroom, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present. For these reasons stated, this case will be dismissed without prejudice for failure of the officer to appear. All right, Ms. Pearson, do you have any questions or concerns?
You said it was
I
dismissed,
did,
both of them?
yes.
Okay, no, ma'am, I have no questions at all. I do appreciate you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, Ms. Pearson, this does conclude your case for today. At this time, the court is going to remove you from the virtual courtroom, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right, the court is now bringing in Darnell Perkins.
Mhm.
Mr. Perkins, ready to call your case, sir?
Yes,
Calling case 0531204, City of Detroit versus Darnell Perkins, count one, operating while intoxicated. Appearances for the record.
Linda Perkins Moore appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Mr. Perkins, please state your first and last name for the record, sir.
Donnell Perkins.
Thank you. Counsel, today is the date and time scheduled for a trial in this matter. How would you like to proceed?
Officers failed to appear. We make a motion to dismiss.
All right, today's date and time scheduled for trial at 8:35 a.m. Currently, the court's time is 10:40 a.m. Complainant officer on this case is Brandon M. Cole of the Detroit Police Department. Officer Cole has failed to sign to the courtroom, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present and ready for trial. For these reasons stated, this case will be dismissed without prejudice for failure of the officer to appear. All right, Mr. Perkins, do you have any questions or concerns, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Perkins, this does conclude your hearing for today. You have a great day and please be safe.
Okay, you too as well.
Thank you. Goodbye.
You're welcome.
Court is now bringing in E. Parker. Parker, according to you, we're ready to proceed with your case then.
Okay,
Calling case SP 109-22201, City of Detroit versus E. Parker, count one misdemeanor, allowing a licensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record.
Linda Perkins Moore appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. She wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading for the arraignment purpose.
A plea of not guilty will be entered on your client's behalf.
She wishes to avail herself of the recommendation and tender a plea to a delayed sentence.
Okay. Ms. Parker, can you please raise your right hand for the court? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you?
yes,
All right, you may lower your hand at this time. Ms. Parker, do you understand,
Yes.
are you waiving your presence today to have this case heard physically in person, and are you agreeing to have this case heard by way of Zoom?
yes,
All right, Ms. Parker, do you understand you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
yes,
You understand that you have the right to have counsel appointed to represent you at public expense in the event that you are unable to afford one, which could result in incarceration of any kind.
yes,
You understand you have a right to a jury trial when required by law.
yes,
Ms. Parker, do you understand the plea recommendation where you will be pleading guilty to a 3-month delayed sentence? A delayed sentence acts very much as a probationary term, where I would pass delay in sentencing you. However, there will be terms and conditions that you must comply with. If you comply with those terms and conditions, at the end of the 3-month term, your case would be dismissed. Do you understand that?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Parker, and do you wish to move forward with this plea recommendation today?
Yes,
Okay, Ms. Parker, do you understand if I accept your plea today that you will not have a trial of any kind?
yes, I understand that.
Do you understand that you will also be giving up your right to have witnesses called in your defense at trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand that you will be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also understand that you will be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes,
And do you also understand understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Parker, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond the plea recommendation to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Ms. Parker, at this time, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of June 22nd, 2020 at approximately 1:41 p.m. Were you in the area of eastbound Gala, Gall Street? Oh, no. Do you own a 2007 Ford vehicle?
Yes, I did.
And did you allow an unlicensed driver to drive that vehicle on June 22nd, 2020 at 1:41 p.m.
Yes, I did.
in the area of eastbound Gala Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for this plea?
Satisfied.
Thank you. Counsel, the court will accept your client's plea of guilty as charged to one count for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
Stipulate.
Thank you. Counsel, would you please address this court on behalf of your client prior to sentencing?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Parker, are you employed?
No, ma'am. Actually, no, I've received Social Security.
Okay. Is your housing stable?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Do you have dependent children that you're responsible for taking care of?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
Do you have dependent children that you're responsible for taking care of?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, Ms. Parker, the court is going to sentence you that you shall not receive any traffic violations within this 3-month period. Your case will be dismissed if you comply. Court will not impose any fines and costs. You understand?
I appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ms. Parker. Ms. Parker, this does conclude your hearing for today. Do you have any questions or concerns?
No, ma'am. You have a great day.
Okay, you too. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Counsel, we're just bringing in Fiona Pickens. All right. Ms. Pickens, can you state your-
Yes.
We're ready for your case. Calling case SP 10852-712, City of Detroit versus Fiona Pickens. Oh, yeah. Calling case SP 10852-711, City of Detroit versus Fiona Pickens, count 1, allowing a licensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record.
Linda Perkins Moore appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. She wishes to avail herself of the recommendation to tender a plea.
Okay. Ms. Pickens, please raise your right hand for the court, ma'am. You swear affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Pickens, you may lower your right hand at this time. Ms. Pickens, are you waiving your appearance today to have this case heard in person? And are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom today?
Can you repeat that for me?
Are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom and not in person today?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you understand that you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to have counsel appointed to represent you at public expense in the event that you are unable to afford one and conviction could result in incarceration of any kind?
Yes.
And do you also understand that you have a right to a jury trial when required by law?
Yes.
Do you understand the plea recommendation that Madam Counsel went over with you today, where you'd be pleading guilty under a 3-month delayed sentence to one counsel allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and your remaining count will be dismissed?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that when I place you on a delayed sentence, I will be passing sentence today, and any terms and conditions that I impose, you would have to comply with. If they were compliant with by the end of the 3-month term, your case would be dismissed. You understand that?
Can you say that one more time?
Yes, I would be passing I will be delaying sentencing you today under the 3-month.
Okay.
And if you comply with the terms and conditions of my probationary term, you would have this case dismissed if you comply. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also understand that if I accept your plea of guilty today, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called in your defense at trial?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
You understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence or the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Okay. Court will now, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No.
Pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of May 19th, 2020 at approximately 2:15 p.m. On that date, did you own a 2003 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
And did you allow an unlicensed driver to drive that vehicle in the area of Puritan Street and Ashton Road in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Okay, counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for this plea?
Satisfied.
The court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of guilty as charged to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive your vehicle under the recommended 3-month delayed sentence pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
Stipulate.
Thank you. The court will dismiss the remaining case without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause. Counsel, do you stipulate?
Stipulate.
Okay, counsel, do you have anything that you would like to add to the court prior to sentencing your client at this time?
Nothing.
Okay. Ms. Pickens, are you currently employed?
Yes.
And do you have any dependent children that you're responsible for taking care of?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The court is going to require that you shall not receive any new traffic violations within the 3-month period. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. If you comply, case will be dismissed, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any questions or concerns?
No, ma'am.
All right, this does conclude your hearing today. Ms. Pickens, hearing no further questions or concerns, the court is going to remove you from the virtual courtroom, okay?
Have a good day.
Okay. Court is now bringing in Bruce Parent. Mr. Parent, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you. On case 0888234, City of Detroit versus Bruce Parent, count 1 misdemeanor, failure to display a valid operator's license. Count 2 misdemeanor, leaving scene of accident, property damage. Appearances for the record.
Linda Perkins Moore appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the officer did appear. My client wishes to avail himself of the recommendation and tender a plea.
Okay. Mr. Parent, please raise your right hand for the court, sir. You swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yeah,
You may lower your right hand at this time. Mr. Parent, are you waiving your presence to have this case heard in person today, and are you agreeing to have this case heard by way of Zoom?
yes,
All right. Mr. Parent, do you understand that you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
yes,
You understand that you have the right to have counsel appointed to represent you at public expense in the event that you are unable to afford one and conviction could result in incarceration of time.
yes,
Do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial when required by law?
yes,
All right. Mr. Parent, do you understand the plea recommendation where you would be pleading guilty as charged to 1 count for leaving the scene of an accident, property damage, and the 1st count for failure to display would be dismissed?
yes,
And do you understand that if I accept your plea today, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
Do you understand that you will be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes.
And do you also understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Okay. And do you also understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
All right. And has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything to tender a plea of guilty today beyond this plea recommendation?
No.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
You have to say yes. I think you're saying
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yes, okay. And at this time, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of May 29, 2020 at approximately 11:47 p.m. Were you in the area of East Jefferson and St. Albans Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you driving a 2012 white Ford vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, and on that date, time, and location, did you leave the scene of an accident that involved property damage, or did you hit a vehicle and the other driver had to chase it down?
Yes.
Okay. Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for this plea?
Satisfied.
Okay, the court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of guilty as charged to one count for leaving scene of accident pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
Stipulate.
Thank you. And the court will dismiss count one for failure to display a valid operator's license pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
Stipulate.
Thank you, counsel. Counsel, please address this court on behalf of your client prior to sentencing in this matter today.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Okay, is there, did you all talk about this? This seems pretty serious, and I didn't have a conversation with him, counsel. Could you tell us anything about him? In this case, he left a scene of an accident, he hit somebody. I need a little bit more information.
I didn't discuss it with him, so he just said that he was guilty. So if you want to ask him questions, I didn't elicit any facts.
Okay.
And, Your Honor, Tamika Horn, on behalf of the people of the city of Detroit, if I'm correct, we had our, in this particular matter, I know that Officer McDonald, she did show up to identify the defendant.
That's not this case.
Is that not this case? Okay, my apologies. Please, strike that.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Parent, tell me what happened here. What's going on here? This just seems pretty serious.
Okay, so I was told that leaving the scene of an accident would get dismissed.
It's not dismissed. You just pled guilty to it.
But she said that I would plead guilty to the other one and that one would get dismissed.
That was not, when I asked you, did you understand the plea recommendation? I went over it and you said yes, and you said that this is what you wanted to do. That's not what you wanted to do? If you did not want to plea, I just took your plea of guilty. You just pled guilty. But you're
Yes, I
saying
did.
that you spoke with counsel, this was not your understanding when you spoke with counsel?
No,
Okay, and so you did not want to plead guilty, is that correct?
I do want to plead guilty, yes, Your Honor. I'm
You
judged.
want to- Or you don't, you just told me that you didn't want to plead guilty, that wasn't your understanding. You thought you were pleading guilty, or you wanted to plead guilty to the other charge, not this charge.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you did not want to plead guilty to leaving the scene of an accident, property damage, correct? Is that correct, Mr. Parent?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so counsel, your client did not want to plead guilty.
Your Honor, we'll withdraw that and we'd ask that the matters be rescheduled for trial.
And are you asking that the plea be withdrawn?
I can't understand you. I'm sorry.
He's asking that the plea be withdrawn.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The court would withdraw the plea, Mr. Parent. Mr. Parent, there is not a plea recommendation for you to plead guilty to failure to display. So what the court is going to do is going to continue your not guilty plea in these matters and schedule these matters for a trial date, okay?
Okay.
All right, and do you have other questions, Mr. Parent?
Yes, I do. I was
Hold on,
wondering.
Mr. Parent, stop 1 second. I'm gonna put you into a breakout room with counsel because you need to have a private conversation with your attorney to make sure that you understand what you're doing. All right.
Okay.
You want breakout room 1 for me now. I got 2 minutes for you.
Turn the live off, Jeff. The live, the YouTube. No. Okay.